Namaste. Welcome everyone to our Amatya Sampat Wednesday Wisdom series. Of course, I'm here to talk about another excellence coming in your way. And before we actually get on to talking about this amazing quality, I think let's first talk a little bit about the game of football. I know all of you are perhaps busy watching the FIFA World Cup. Now, I want to ask you guys, what do you notice about the game of the football and these footballers? Which is that one of the important quality that comes to your mind? Agility, yeah. So I think agility is one quality that is very, very important for a footballer. So of course, at a team level, there would be a strategy, but in the moment, in the field, agility is what all the team members need. This is to ensure that the given moment, the progress of the game is converted into the advantage for yourself, right? So you keep adjusting to the situation and you keep moving to your planned strategy, right? So all of this needs a lot of agility, the mental agility and physical agility to tune into what and how the moment is progressing. Similarly, Similarly, for all our amatyas, for all our deputies or second in commands, agility becomes a very, very important quality. In Chanakya's scheme of things, Chanakya calls it Daaksho, which means flexibility and agility. Perhaps in the earlier times, it was more to do with the physical agility, but in the current time, I think it's more of the mental agility. How is the Amatya able to adapt to the situation, adapt to the changing times, and converting the present moment to his or her advantage? And of course, that advantage is derived out of the objective, the larger objective, right? Now, let's talk about the role of an Amatya. So when we say that Amatya is the execution expert, that means he is dealing with a lot of people, a lot of stakeholders. He may be handling a big project or perhaps multiple small projects. So the leader's job is to give the vision, to give a broader level objective. But Amatya's expertise come into play when the strategy needs to be converted into actionables, finally achieving the goal of that particular project, assignment, or the task. So at the execution level, Amatya is the person who has to continuously interact with a lot of these stakeholders. He has to adapt to the situations because the situations is going to change. The market is going to change, right? The team members would keep changing. There would be new team members coming in the team, right? That's when the whole agility comes into picture. I think all of you can relate to it more so because of the pandemic times that we have seen, right? Organization at an organization level, organizations which were agile could sustain through the tough times, but organizations which could not change themselves, which could not adapt to the changing situations, had to go through a real tough time. Exactly is what we need at an individual level for these amatyas. All of this mental agility, how does one develop? It is very, very important for Amatya to therefore keep a track of how the markets are behaving, how the stakeholders are behaving, how the team members are behaving, and accordingly keep changing gears and move them to the direction of the final objective. So we can say that agility is the ability to navigate through different and complex challenges and situations. Agility requires a lot of learning ability, a lot of spirit of collaboration, a mind which is ready to adapt to the change and think about different solutions. So I want to ask all of you, my dear ones, please introspect with respect to how are you doing in Daaksho? How are you doing when it comes to mental agility? Are you flexible in your approaches, or are you the one who's very, very fixed about views, opinions, approach? Where do you stand? So take a moment, think about yourself, think about the past recent events, pressure times that you have dealt with, and see what sort of changes that you need to bring in. A person with agile mindset is all there to grow as a leader. So all the best to you and see you next Wednesday. Take care. Bye bye. Dhanyavad.